Hello, Capricorn. This is a Capricorn relationship reading. There are no dates. It is for whenever it finds you. Capricorn placements of all kinds if you're cross-watching or you're just digging on some Capricorn energy. This message is here when it finds you. This is an electricity ship. This is power to the people. These are the stories of the anima mundi, all that is, God, Goddess, Creator, Source, Spirit, what have you, but we're all a part of it. So we're going to be channeling the stories that come through from our collective energy. And thank you for allowing me to be here. It's a wonderful part of my gratitude practice. And without you here, I cannot be here. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I love any interaction you have with the channel. There's stuff in the description box on the channel page. And of course, likes, shares, subscribes, and comments are always most welcome. I put you into my prayers. All past, present, and future interactions with the channel, much appreciated. And I hope that you receive in kind. So, that said, I feel a little like confusing energy. Some kind of my throat chakra seems to be kind of like tripping over words right now, which hasn't been happening with the other readings. So you might be searching for the correct words to say. And Capricorns are known for being very, very rational. And some people say that they're quite cold and cold-hearted. You know, the Devil card is your card. But really, like, when Capricorns, like, feel something very deeply, they want to be very accurate about how they express it. So you might be having some big feelings and having some trouble saying them out loud. That's my first impression. I have the 3 oracle decks that we'll be using. A couple of cards popped out while I was shuffling and meditating on your energy. There's the Deck of Crystals by Nadia Bailey, illustrated by Maya Boos. The Visionary I Ching cards by Paul O'Brien and art by Joan Larimore. Kim Cran's Animal Spirit. Harper and Stillwell's Rosebud Tarot and Orion's Animal Tarot, with the Duloc Tarot for clarification. We did have something from Orion's and Kim Cran's come out, so the cards are already talking, so maybe the cards can talk for you. That said, let's start with offering our gratitude for something. It could be big or small, just anything that you feel in your heart and your intuition. It rings your bell and toots your whistle. I am going to give thanks for this crystal deck that's been teaching me more about stones and crystals. I always like them, but there was always so much more to learn about the meaning of them. And I'm very thankful for a wonderful and revealing dream that I had the other day that I think is going to close a very long cycle in my life. So I'm very, very grateful for that message that I received. So whatever comes to your mind, we'll take a deep breath. Bring it in. Thank you for your presence. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it seems like deep breaths, like even though this might be a little overwhelming, you know you're going to be okay because you do have protection. And you have your own qualities and assets, right? That'll help you through these big, big feelings. Is it for someone in particular? One card, please, for Capricorn. Are there a lot of people involved? One card for Capricorn, please. I mean, it may be one person, but it affects a large group of people is kind of what I'm feeling. This may be like a kind of commitment that needs to be made that will affect very practical things. And of course, as a Capricorn, you don't make those decisions lightly. It affects a lot of people and a lot of moving parts. So for Capricorn, please. Awesome. It does really feel like things are settling in, so it's good. But yeah, still kind of mush mouth, still kind of tripping over your words a little bit. It's okay. You can write a first draft of your contract and go back and make edits with a lawyer. Although it seems like this might more be a love letter, profession of your feelings, right? We have the Two of Earth. Yeah, there's that kind of whoa, emergence. Ooh. And then the Ten of Water. Cool. Who doesn't want to see that? Look at those gals. Okay. And bottom of the deck, the Witch. Ooh, yeah. So your intuition is firing off, my love. Firing off. And there's a lot to decide here. But, you know, and here we're having like a really intense emotional cycle coming to fruition, coming to its apex. And this High Priestess, this lunar, internal, deep inside energy, deeply connected to your highest self energy. So that's amazing that we've got a 10 and 2 major arcana already. This is going to be pretty spicy. What do we have here? 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Water. Wow. 7 of Pentacles. Okay. And 2 of Swords, so 2 2s. Amazing. All right. And then at the bottom of this deck is the 5 of Wands. Okay, so this might, you know, like I said, lots of moving parts, lots of people involved, lots of different stuff going on, lots of things to consider, lots of ideas to integrate, lots of passions to integrate. But the thing about the 5 of Wands is that it should come in together into a solid form, which is going to be great for you, Capricorn. This is, you know, the 5 senses are the Pentacles suit. And the sensory life is very represented by your card, the Devil, right? The sight, smell, touch, taste. Which one am I missing? So you shout it out in the comments. I'm sure you're shouting it out in your head right now. And then, you know, the body itself, the 4 limbs and the head, the 4 elements plus spirit. So these 5s are like, you know, bring it together kind of energy, right? Get your shit together. Maybe you might be saying, if you're hard on yourself, like if you're in the 5 of Pentacles, you definitely, that could be a phrase that's going through your head. But, you know, this is like, you know, get your passions together. And so there's this like kerfuffle of all of this like passionate energy and all of this feeling and all of this like these physical inspirational concerns, and like make them, you know, make it so, number one, like put it all together and put it into a form. And, you know, but the thoughts are just kind of all over the place. This is like going internally to contemplate like what you think, like truly, without all the chatter. It could mean that you're blind to something that you still need to like open up and see. You might have to like lay down some burdens to be able to clear your mind enough to know in a thought pattern what's going on. 2 of Earth, you might just have kind of too much to do, too much on your plate. You know, like I said, like this intuitively, I felt like this concerns something really in practical life, that like, you know, you want to make sure that everything settles correctly and that people are, you know, the whole community has emotional satisfaction with it. Because, you know, the 10 of Cups is not just like you and some other person. It's like speaks to an entire community, you know, your family, the people in your life, and you want to make sure that like feelings are considered for everyone. And that's why the Judgment card is here, because, and it, you know, there's something that's coming up to the surface. It's the dead are being raised, the butterflies are coming out of the chrysalis. There's like this rebirth energy, this new energy. It could be like a old relationship that's getting like reinvigorated, and you want to do it right this time. so that you get to this place where, maybe it didn't make it all the way to the 10 emotionally before. And then, with the 10 of Pentacles, we're looking at something that's like got a lot of like abundance and a lot of foundational energy. You've worked hard for this, like, and maybe you're not seeing the fruits of your labor yet with the 7 of Pentacles. It's just kind of like ongoing drudgery. There's probably going to be a little bit more, but like I think you're going to have some more energy to like work steadily. And if you hit any kind of point of exhaustion, like, and just feeling like kind of overwhelmed or just confused, like, you can take a rest because you do have the resources to, and this go to the spa is coming through. Like, if you haven't spent money on self-care or like taking care of your body, like, I would say probably like indulge in that. And that might be a nice date too if you're thinking about going on a date. We've got this Piscean energy, the High Priestess, and this is the woman who can see behind the curtain. This is the archetype that sees behind the curtain. So if there is this stuff coming up, like, you're going to be able to see the truth of like what didn't work out the time before. This confusion is going to drop away because the Priestess is speaking to you. You have to like settle in within. You might need to take a break from this clatter and chatter and these obligations, and just go within and, be ready for the blindfold to fall off. It's not going to be scary. It's not going to come to rotted crops. It's going to come to emotional and material abundance. Things that didn't work before are working now. Let's have a little clarification on Judgment, aka emergence. Ah, wow. Ooh, you got a pair here. Holy shit. Yeah. Okay, you've got your Hierophant card and your High Priestess, so that's a pair, and that's like a highly elevated spiritual energy. So, I mean, first time around, this might have been like way too much to handle. You might not have been ready at all because this is like intense stuff. So let's talk about where we're at with the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Water. We'll get a card for each, please. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so, this 4 of Coins is like, I mean, it kind of reminds me of the 4 of Wands and of the 4 of Pentacles, or, well, it is the 4 of Pentacles, but, like, the 4 of Pentacles is typically, like, this, like, it's called the Miser card, but this is, like, conserving your energy, right? And so, all this wealth that you've built up, yes, like, you can save it and conserve it, but if you're not taking care of your body as well, and, like, doing what you need to do to make sure that your body is in great shape, or like maybe your roof needs repair, or there's some other kind of physical resource that you have built up in your kingdom that you need to like sink some repair energy into, and in order to preserve it and keep it, right? So it's not just like having things, it's also like maintaining your things, and like could be something to do with your money assets, your body, whatever. Anything on the earthly plane, your senses, if you've got like, like I was reading about, people who had COVID who lost their scent for a while, or, you're going to need everything in your toolbox. So make sure everything is in repair. And that might mean rest. It might mean actual physical repair. It might mean looking into things to make sure that everything is as stable as you need it to be. And then the 5 of Pentacles, so that showed up, like I was saying, like, get your shit together, that get your shit together energy. Some of these concerns might be impeding your happiness because you're like, there's something standing out that you need to take care of in the physical plane. Something is going to come up again, right? But with this Hierophant energy, and it might be something to do with any kind of institution, you might have to like pay your taxes or pay your tuition, or there might be some paperwork you have to fill out. It could be that element of the Hierophant, but when combined with the High Priestess, this becomes like a very intense, heavy-duty energy. Let's hear from the High Priestess, actually. Yeah, so Knight of Swords, a message is coming in from Spirit. You need to settle down and listen. All right, let's see what these additional cards are. Yeah, Six of Wands. That came up with Sagittarius, too. There's victory at hand. If you're worried about something, or you're worried about something coming back up, don't worry about it. Like, it's going to, you know, it has the passion and the energy to bust through any kind of obstacles and bear fruit. And then, oh, we got the Lamb. So, yeah, this has got some messenger energy. There's, of course, a lot of innocence surrounding the Lamb. You could get messages from unexpected sources. The High Priestess is going to talk to you in ways that you might not have thought that you would get the message from, you know, from the mouths of babes, for example. An unexpected sage. It could be, you know, a line in a television show or a song or whatever, but like it'll come from somewhere and you'll just know the message when you hear it, but it'll be from an unexpected place, most likely. And really innocently spoken, not, you know, not trying to teach you a lesson in any kind of way, kind of voice, but like just speaking the truth and you're like resonating with it. Whereas, you know, the Hierophant might be more of like a teacher kind of energy. That, you know, it's like, oh, I know, because I've been here, I've been down this road before, so let me tell you the way it works, kind of thing. This is like somebody who's just telling you how they think and feel and into it. And we've got the Bloodstone here for courage and clarity, so that's going to be great for this energy here. And this one, they're on your side. It's good. It's good. It's an opaque dark green jasper flecked with blood red spots. And it's associated with Aries in the month of March and worn on Tuesday. So those time frames might be a good clue into when some of this stuff might be coming to fruition. Ancient Romans believed bloodstone had power to stop wounds from bleeding. Greeks believed it had fallen from heaven, and early Christians believed it got its red markings lying at the foot of the cross on which Christ was crucified. And bloodstones were sometimes made into dark mirrors in which one could safely observe a solar eclipse. That's interesting. Well, yeah, so, you know, when we're talking about the crucifixion and blood and whatnot, like, there's, like, a question of, like, your physical vitality, your bodily vitality, the blood moving through your body. If there's any kind of problems with, like, your iron levels or anything like that, you know, of course, see a doctor, all those things, but, you know, maybe you're waiting for physical energy to return. And you've had to make sacrifices to get these things that you've earned, you know, this happiness that you've earned, this emotional stability, this, you know, worldly stability. There's still so many things to sort out, so many things to get together, but you are gonna be able to talk about this. Like, you know, in the beginning of the reading, I was talking about how it was kind of like the words stumbling, kerfuffling, but that's because you're getting some really mystical, really powerful messages that are coming through, and you will be able to speak them with this Knight of Swords energy. As far as people in your life, this might be a Gemini, Taurus, Pisces, I can't remember if Judgment has a specific sign associated with it, but or it's just not coming to me. Anyway, the Bloodstone enhances courage and provides clarity during times of uncertainty or indecision. It bolsters inner strength and promotes wisdom, a calm mind, and both physical and mental resilience. So we're in good shape with that one. A lot of guides watching over you, my loves. And if you have a Bloodstone, maybe pop it in your pocket. Oh, cool. We got the Cauldron. Yeah, so this is one of my favorites, and this is one of the two man-made objects that's represented by the I Ching, and it's fire above and wind below. So you've got like this flame that's being fueled by the wind, and then creating this flame, which is heating this vessel of victuals to serve to the gods. So, you know, that includes you. Like, eat good food. Maybe have somebody over for dinner. Um, you know, if you're a person who does some kind of like communion sort of rituals, like even if it's not like a Christian, but it's something that's like intaking, a symbol of intaking the spirit, then that's something that I would recommend. Also, just like you're eating, like be sure to like eat your food mindfully, and thank your food for nourishing you. And then we've got spider. Cool. So this is like the karmic web. There's like so much strength, but like sensitivity in this, in the fibers and in the pattern. The spider's playing a long game. Also, like they build this web, but then they wait, right? So like a lot is being built, and then nourishment comes again. So like, and if your web wasn't built well the first time, or if something tore it down, you always have the opportunity to try again. Spider is here to let you know that you are on your karmic path. I think with this pair here, it's destiny, you know? And, you know, I mean, I have to call it out. We've got the Three of Swords underneath. Like, the heartache is over. It's, you know, it's time for a new cycle. It's time for a new cycle of victory and sweet inspiration and wisdom. Rebirth. With that, my loves, thank you so much for being here. Again, like, shares, and subscribes, comments are so appreciated. I love interacting with y'all and with our stories, with our collective energy. It means so much to me. And again, I offer my gratitude to you and prayers for your thriving on my altar, for past, present, and future interactions with the channel. For all of you who come here, I thank you so much. With that said, this is an electricity ship. This is power to the people. May peace be with you.